This meeting is being.
Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shantakaram Bhujakashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gaganasarusham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmikantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Birdanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavaharam Sarvalokaiganathan. Om Vishnu Vishnu Vishnu. Thousands of eyes, thousands of heads, and thousands of feet. These thousands, where do they go to next? They continue to move around. Avartana, Nivrutatma. Two words are very powerful. Avartana means going round and round. Avartana. Vartul. Vartul, you have heard the word Vartul. Vartul is circle and chakra. And that comes from Avartana. And chakra, one who is controlling that chakra, Avartana. He has to control chakra, he need so many hands and feet and eyes and everything. If he's going to control the samsara chakra, he needs that. So Avartana, he's the embodiment of somebody who controls all these cycles that are happening, all natural cycles. It can be nature cycles, it can be weather, it can be day and night, it can be emotions, it can be thought cycle. Whatever the cycle is going on, that cycle is put in a time slot. And so control of time also is done through this one word, avartana. And the second word is a very deep one, nivrutatma. Nir means not. We know that as a prefix, And nishchala. Nish means no. Chala means unstable. Nishchala means stable. So nir or nish is the negative prefix. Anytime you use the word ni, you will see that. But nivrutatma, vritti. Vritti is a very deep word. Vrut is the verb, and vrut means, again, we said avartana. Vartana is a part of vrut. Vrut is circling. Vrut means like a whirl, rolling, turning over. That's the meaning of vrut, and the word vrut. And so vritti is something that keeps on turning over, and whirlpool. And vritti is how we end up living in the world. And we've described number of vrittis. Vritti, 5 types of vrittis are described. It's very simple to think about, but I'm just going to mention that names are not that crucial, but names are given. Pramana vritti. Pramana vritti means evidence-based medicine. Correct. Pramana means you have evidence. Pramana means it's a correct vritti. When you have correctness in your vritti, in your thinking, in your behavior, everything, that's called pramana vritti. And viparyaya is the opposite. Viparyaya means incorrect vritti. Anytime the vritti is not correct, they use the word viparyaya. I'm not going to describe the word on that detail. And then vikalpa vritti. Kalpa means kalpana. Vikalpa means you have vishishta kalpa iti vikalpa. Imagination, fantasy, all that. So that's the third one. So what is not there and you can still imagine, either it's going to be future or whatever it is, that is vikalpa. So correctness, incorrectness, vikalpa. And then there are 2 more, which is very simple states. Nidra. You're asleep. There's not much happening there. And the whirlpool is a little quieter. and Nidra Vritti is described. And the last one is, even though Nidra is there, the recordings have taken place. It is the impressions, vasanas that we call it, and that is a smruti vritti. So the description of these vrittis are there in yogic science, and it is interesting to note that that creates the entire spectrum of our life. If you just look at everything else, you're right, you're not necessarily wrong, you're imagining things, and you're also, asleep, you go to sleep and then wake up and have remembering. And along the same lines, we have other words that are coming very easily. Pravrutti. Pravrutti means action. Your vritti means your pra means is promotion, is moving forward. Pravrutti and nivrutti. Nivrutti means the opposite of it. No vritti in nivrutti means just dying down of all the emotions, vasanas, thought process, and everything else. That is nivrutti. Nivrutti does not necessarily mean away from the job. Nivrutti is mental. Nivrutti is emotional. Nivrutti is spiritual. So you go to that. Pravritti is total engagement. Nivrutti is disengagement. And the word that is used here, vritti is also, we also say vritti ichha, wish. Wishful thinking, that's an imagination part here, vikalpa, wish. And so here, ichha se pare jo hota hai, nivrit atma, one who is beyond the vrittis. Nivrit atma, atma is obviously this. So he's described as somebody who is beyond all this. So if once we practice the correctness, incorrectness. Now incorrectness and correctness is basically interesting. It is the same thing that we talk about Tai Chi. Yes and no. Duality. Excuse me. So the duality concept was there. And one goes beyond the duality. And then one goes beyond the imagination. We cannot imagine, like if you wanted to describe God, we'll have to take an image in front of us, a photograph or something like that we have seen before, and then say, but is that the real thing? We don't know. And so the imagination takes over. And then, of course, the sleep pattern and smriti and all that is there. So this particular word, nivritatma, is very strong. We can all become avartana. We also control the time. When we control our own time properly, you are an avartan person. And nivritatma. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudichyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.